Good day, everybody. Again, my name is Eric Leyland, and thank you for jumping into this month's newsletter. If this is the first time you've joined us, it's, again, a digital marketing newsletter that we help to educate and inform people about all things in the digital environment. And as you can see from the screen, and I'm sure if you read the title of the video, we're talking about sports and football specifically. One of the great things about sports and football is that it's an environment that is very emotional. So when it comes to marketing, you want your advertising, your brand, to be connected to these emotional states because it helps to connect the imagery of your brand with an emotional environment. And that's what's so great about sports is that people are tied into it. I'm here in Philadelphia. Obviously, the Eagles are a very powerful brand and a very impactful place to do advertising and connect with. So a lot of the large brands that are in this area are connected to the Eagles, the Phillies, the Sixers, the Flyers. They're all major sports teams where, again, advertising is taking place. And where does it take place? It can take place in a lot of different environments, and we're going to talk about some of those as we jump into this. But you need to have an advertising strategy to help win the day. And so when you're talking about making sure that your brand connects with people, my job is to help people figure out how to best connect those that want to learn about you, potential new clients and prospects for your products and services. And sports are a great way to again, make that connection. So a little bit about my background. I actually used to work in sports. My first job out of college was working for a minor league hockey team. And over the years, I was able to move up in that environment. I helped out with the building, working with the Flyers and the Sixers. And again, sports is one of those great avenues to be able to connect your brand, your company, with an environment that's very emotional. So when you, again, look and think about sports from a marketing perspective, there's a whole strategy that goes into playing to win in these environments. So as we look at streaming services, so TV streaming services are, again, exploding. And we know that this year, things have crested over that 50% mark. So more people are streaming their content than they ever had before. And that's only going to continue to grow as we move through the rest of 2025. So when you look at, again, sports are streaming in all these different environments. If you've kept up with some of the news, there's lots of changes within the NFL and how that's going to be streamed. Lots of different services are popping up. Apple TV does MLB games. We have Fubo. We have all these different places. And so what Simplify does and what I get to do to help my clients through the Simplify seat and through what I do with helping to consult within marketing and advertising is help to connect with these different areas. So streaming TV is an important place to have your message land, but understanding how to reach this in the ever-shifting modules of how people are connecting. So again, people are in all these different places, whether it's Hulu or if it's YouTube TV or if it's Fubo or all these other platforms. There's different ways to connect with audiences. And so we have access to a lot of these different places. So now it's understanding, how do I reach into these areas, connect your brand with the environment of sports, and make sure that your brand stands out. And that's what I do, is help to understand how to get to these areas, understanding targeting tactics that are available, and making sure that the message is landing. Now, and I want to call this out, there's different ways to make sure that your message is landing. So mobile, video, online, display, connected TV. It's complicated, right? So there's different ways to use strategies to connect into these environments of sports. And so, whether it's content that people are reading on ESPN, or if it's, again, they're watching videos of their highlights on, again, their team, or if, again, it is on connected TV, each one of these are environments that we can connect. So what do I do? So I'm helping my advertisers figure out how to strategically target these areas, make sure that the advertising is landing, and then report back and make sure that we're getting the right types of responses in these areas to, again, further the brand reach in these areas. If we spotlight some of the places as we get into the end of the summer here in 2025 and as we move through the fall, there's a lot of different professional and college football opportunities to make sure that your ads are landing. So I had mentioned a little bit of this, but Fubo has the ability to target these areas on ESPN and others, Sling TV. There's other providers that are out here that are enabling us to be able to reach into these environments, place your advertising on them. And so these are deals that are available to us through our, again, inventory, that we can now publish your ads in front of these people and reach out to them in all these different iterations of sports online. So as you can see, there's lots of opportunities that are available to us to target the football environment. So, and it's again through the NFL and through college, there's a lot of availability that's out here that we can now place your ads into these areas. And that's what my job is to figure out what's the best strategy for the budgets that, again, my clients have to be able to target these areas and make sure that the ads are landing in front of these people. And then on top of that, when we look at other opportunities within display and mobile, one of the other opportunities that we have that's available to us is digital out of home. So why do I bring up digital out of home when I'm talking about an event? So if you think about all the screens that are available, digital out of home, if you're new to it, is the ability to place ads on screens in the environment of these different places. So event targeting is something that we can do through digital out of home that places ads into these places that people are at. So conference centers, but sports venues are one of those. So venues at sports facilities have screenage that's around them. So we can place ads into those environments and make sure that your brand is, again, targeting the individuals that are in that area that, again, they're geographically located. So they go to an event and they can see, again, your ad placed in some of these environments where digital out of home exists. And on top of that, we can do geofencing and target the mobile devices that are at the event of the NFL games or the Sixers, Flyers, whatever sporting event. So coupling digital out of home with the ability to do geofencing, with the ability to do streaming, can really bring to life the ability to target sports in all these areas. So again, making sure that you have a winning strategy on connected TV, on digital out of home, in all these different areas is what I help my clients do to bring to life marketing in the digital environment. So all these solutions, all these different areas, again, we have the ability to target. So if you have questions or if you have needs, if you want to target inventory on football or baseball, playoffs are coming up, that's another environment that we can help out with. These are all things that I can help and assist and support your brand to make sure that it's connecting with the right audience at the right time, getting the right response. So again, thanks for the time, and I hope to talk to you soon.